everyone, happy weekend. So first of all, I just want to apologize if I'm not in focus. My DSLR doesn't have a flip out viewfinder because I'm trash and I'm poor. So hopefully one day I'll be able to get a camera with a viewfinder, but until now you might have to deal with slightly out of focus footage, and coming from a media arts major, I'm really upset with myself. But you know what, there's only so many times that I can go back and forth between my camera, stand in place, focus myself how I think I'm gonna be focused, and then come stand in front of the... Okay, I'm not even gonna try to explain this anymore because it doesn't make sense to me or to you. So let's get on with today's story time. So for those of you who don't know, I have recently been obsessed with all things Yuri on Ice and everything surrounding Viktor Nikiforov, and it's really problematic. I'm really obsessed with him. Peep my Twitter and you'll be able to see all of my disgusting tweets about Viktor Nikiforov and Yuri on Ice. So yesterday I went to Boston with Mandy and we went to go see our friends Devin and Sari. Sari doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he does have social media, so go follow them. They're both amazing. I hope that I have room in the frame to like put their social media here because I still can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, so Mandy and I cosplayed as Viktor and Yuri when we went to Boston yesterday. And first of all, this was only my second time going to Boston. My first time going to Boston was for Anime Boston, but this time we were going just to kind of like hang out, and the reason why we went in cosplay is because Devin wanted to take pictures of us, because Devin is a photography student and she takes amazing photos, and when she said that she wanted to practice photography and take photos of us, we were like, heck yeah, because we didn't have any pictures of our Viktor and Yuri cosplays yet. So we did that, and it was my first time cosplaying in public. I'm not really one to do that kind of thing just because the more you guys get to know me, the more you will find out that I'm kind of judgmental about the whole cosplaying thing. Like, okay, yes, cosplay is to have fun. Like, the main goal is to have fun. But me, as a person, I am very uncomfortable when people take cosplaying too far, and they often cosplay in public. And it's kind of like this weird thing where they don't know how to disassociate from cosplaying and real life. So going into Boston in a silver wig and weird eye makeup left me feeling very vulnerable and uncomfortable. So the journey started going to Starbucks. So I needed coffee, so I was going to Starbucks, and this was my first time having to interact with people in cosplay outside of a convention, and I was very anxious and uncomfortable, but we overcame that hurdle. So everything from there wasn't as bad as I thought it was. The only other awkward moment I experienced was when I was paying for parking, when I was parking my car to get to the train that took us into Boston. The lady looked at me really strangely, but it wasn't that bad. But as we go into the city, things progressively get worse. And I remember joking around, being with Mandy, I was like, my one takeaway from today is that I want someone to come up to me and recognize that today I am Viktor Nikiforov. And she laughed at me. Little did I know that this dream or goal of mine would come true in the worst possible way. And that is what our story time today is about. But first, let me take you through everything that happened while I was cosplaying Viktor Nikiforov in Boston. Listen, Mandy didn't have an issue because if you are familiar with the series, Yuri looks like a pretty normal human being. Like, she just had fluffy black hair and glasses, and she was wearing like a coat. We weren't wearing like their warm-up outfits or anything special like that. We were just wearing like some casual outfits that they've been seen wearing in the anime. So she didn't have an issue. But throughout the day, I had many strange interactions. So every time I made a purchase, I had someone comment about how they liked my hair. Some people, well, not some, pretty much all of them were doing it passive-aggressively, I believe. And a lot of homeless people, like, no shade on the homeless, like, this is a completely true fact. I'm not trying to be funny or hashtag relatable. My uncle is a hobo, so like no shade on them. But many of them came up to me and would comment on my hair, aka my wig, to try and butter me up to get money from me. And I remember we were sitting in a coffee shop. First of all, when I bought my coffee, the cashier commented on my hair and how he liked it. And then immediately after that, we were enjoying our coffees, and a homeless person literally came into the shop. I don't know if this is common on the East Coast, because where I'm from, the homeless people don't go inside and beg for money. Like, it's against the law to do that. So I was really alarmed, and he came up to us and he was like, for the love of God, like, please help me. And he was just like staring into my soul, and I felt personally targeted because I had strange hair. So that's kind of how the day went. Many people talking about my hair, and I remember I was walking down the street later at night, and another person commented on my hair. And as we were walking away from them, I was literally screaming, "It's fake! My hair is fake!" It was just like my breaking point. So, the reason why I'm making this story time today is because the cringiest thing that I've probably ever experienced and will experience probably for a long time happened while I was in Boston cosplaying Viktor Nikiforov with my best friend Mandy, who was cosplaying Yuri Kotsky. Devin decided that it would be a great idea to take us to a really weird, like, weeb shop. It's called Anime Zaka. If you're familiar with Boston, I'm not, so I can't tell you where it is. But it's basically a little shop. You have to go down a ton of stairs to get to it. It's like a weird underground layer, and it sells fake anime merchandise. Some of it's real, not a lot of it, but at a very high price, so don't recommend it. And some of the most amazing and horrible things happened going into that shop. Going down the stairs, I was very overwhelmed because the stairs were like very steep, and I was already having a lot of like claustrophobia because one entire side of my face was covered by my wig. So it just kind of went downhill from there. And as soon as we step into the actual shop, like we get down the last stair, I see people cosplaying. And like not full out cosplay, just wearing like, there was a girl wearing a Sailor Moon wig, and then she was wearing like completely normal clothes. And then someone else wearing, I don't know Tokyo Ghoul, but apparently this person was cosplaying from Tokyo Ghoul and had like the eye patch and like the kind of like steampunk mask thing. And we step down, and immediately we hear like gasping and like, "Oh my God, more cosplayers!" And I'm just like, no, this is not how it works. I do not want to be a part of this. So I'm kind of like staying on one half of the shop where like the Studio Ghibli stuff is, and then the others are on the other side of the shop where the cheap anime goods are. And I'm like cuddling Mandy. I'm like, this isn't happening. Like, is this real life? Like, I didn't ask for this. And she's like, actually you did, basically, because I kind of did. And I hear like from the other side of the store, like, you should go talk to them. And then like, I know you have like social anxiety or like something, like I know that you're nervous. And then this person who was cosplaying Tokyo Ghoul, I think, was like, I don't even talk to people in school. How am I supposed to talk to these people? And that's when I was like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. But Sari, precious Sari, was obsessing over this Totoro puppet, which he ended up buying later. And that's the reason why there was an amazing moment in the store, because now we have this Mimi Totoro puppet that apparently is going to be a running joke for all of us because we found out how to make the puppet dab, and I know that we're the worst, and I'm sorry. Sari was obsessing over the puppet, and I needed to leave. I needed to leave because I knew that these people were gonna come talk to me. And as the time grew longer in Anime Zaka, I heard more cringy things. I heard things like, well, what kind of Pocky do you want? Like, yay, let's play the Pocky game. Like, chocolate's obviously the best. Chocolate's so much better than strawberry. And I know that some of you are probably thinking like, You are being such a judgmental asshole, and I will admit, I was being a judgmental asshole. But I'd like to think that I'm pretty good at not looking judgmental, at least until I was confronted. So, I was confronted by the little one. I'm assuming somewhere early high school, late middle school. I was approached, and this person was like, so, you're cosplaying Yuri on Ice, and I was alone at this point. I don't know where my friends were. They were somewhere else at the shop. I was cornered. I felt personally attacked. I did not want any part in this, and I was just kind of like, yeah, yep, I am, yeah. And then this person, this is why I needed to make the story time. This is why it was the most cringy moment of my life. Like, if I would have just been encountered by someone just trying to have fun like we were, cosplaying, trying to socialize with me like a normal human being, it would have been fine. It would have been fine. See, that's why I am talking about this, because like, if you want to cosplay in public, fuck it, I did it. I did a cringy thing. Except I kind of like pride myself in having social skills, like I know how to hold a conversation with someone. This person, silent for moments, suddenly goes, I think I saw you on Facebook. And I just am shocked. I don't know what to say. Because I haven't posted any pictures of me cosplaying Victor anywhere besides Twitter. So, clearly they were mistaken, and that left me in a very awkward position. So I said, I don't know, because I haven't posted this, I literally said this, anywhere yet. And so then this person, just kind of quiet, didn't say anything. And I honestly don't remember how I left the conversation, but somehow it happened. And I thank God to this day. And this is the icing on the cake. So, Sari buys the $30 Totoro puppet. Bad decision, but also a great decision. I need a drink. The cringe is coming. So, we're ascending up the stairs. The people who checked us out were very, very nice. I feel they appreciated the fact that we were keeping to ourselves and not being outright weeaboos. Even though we are cosplaying in a weeb shop. So we're going up the stairs, and the employees are telling us to have a nice day. And then the three people who are wearing the wigs are like, they say something like, oh, bye cosplayers, like, so we were saying bye, like me and Mandy do this thing where we say the same words at the same time, because that's like how in sync we are, because we've been around so much each other this past year. And in the same moment when we're going up the steps, we both shout, Das Vidanya, because we're actual Yuri on Ice trash. And we were too far up the steps to hear the others' reactions. They probably didn't even get it. But that was probably the cringiest thing I've ever done in my life. So I just thought I would share that all with you, and let me know if you have any cringy moments of your own that you've experienced while cosplaying, because I know that these things can occur a lot, especially like at anime cons and stuff. So let me know, because I love hearing cringy stories. So I'll talk to you all again next weekend, and until then, I hope you all have a great week. Bye!